Big hello to all the viewers across the News 18 network. It's a popular belief that we're a nation where water is in scarcity. But agar main aapko bataun ki this is actually a myth, India actually gets more rainfall than it needs. Technically, we're a water surplus nation. तो फिर प्रॉब्लम क्या है? ये मिशन पानी की बात कहां से आती है? That is because India captures or stores only 8% of its annual rainfall. This is among the lowest in the world. The rest runs off into the sea.
And joining us now are two immensely accomplished women. Amethi Member of Parliament and Women and Child Development Minister Smriti Irani, along with award-winning actress and star of the movie Toilet, Ek Prem Katha, Bhumi Pednekar.
स्मृति जी, प्रधानमंत्री ने मिशन पानी की शुरुआत की थी पिछले साल 15 अगस्त को। उसके बाद से कई बड़े काम हुए पानी के क्षेत्र में। आप भी लगातार सक्रिय रही, खासकर महिलाओं को ट्रेनिंग देने में उन गांवों में जहां पानी की दिक्कत है या जहां पीने लायक पानी नहीं है। पानी को लेकर आपका क्या अनुभव रहा है?
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो जन जीवन मिशन की शुरुआत की, वो एक संदेश है पूरे राष्ट्र को कि एक संकल्पित देश अगर चाहता है कि चौमुखी विकास हो तो सबसे पहले उन परिवारों की पीड़ा को दूर करना होगा जो वर्षों वर्ष पानी जैसी मूलभूत सुविधा के लिए संघर्ष करते रहे हैं। और मुझे लगता है उस संदर्भ में मिशन पानी उन वर्षों के संघर्षों को समाधान में बदलते हुए देश की जनता के सामने प्रस्तुत कर रहा है।
Bhumi, you have often lent your voice to multiple causes. What will be your message to your own peers in the industry today?
We are a bunch of extremely woke individuals. We are a community that has always propagated positive change. And I already know that, most of us speak up about many things that we feel are incorrect. But the largest looming threat to humanity right now is the phenomena of climate change. It is real. Our water is drying up. Our planet is heating up. We are not in a good state. Now is the time for any kind of damage control. We literally cannot push it any further because we've reached the tipping point.
Bhumi, I know you're a climate warrior yourself, so it's great to have you with us on this platform. Joining again with us here on the Mission Pani, Sukleen Aneja, CMO Marketing Director of Reckitt Benckiser Hygiene Home South Asia. Sukleen, we are literally on mission mode. But the right to having a toilet in one's home is intrinsically linked to this issue of right to dignity for millions of women.
Women today are at the forefront in this fight for their dignity and are thus critical in our battle towards conserving water, that we not only empower women, but we also partner with them in this mission. We are hoping that we are able to delve into popular culture and inspire people to adopt safe sanitation practices, and while doing that, ensure that they're conserving water to protect our future.
Now we're joined by Shraddha Joshi, MD of the Mahila Arthik Vikas Mahamandal, and Naseem Ansarji. I would like to understand from you the work that you have done and how were you able to help women like Naseem ji?
We started with making self-help group of women. They were doing good towards economic empowerment, but after some time we realized that even after attaining so much of economic empowerment, it was not getting translated into good social status of those women. Somehow they were not that much confident. जो agency in the household होना चाहिए था, decision taking capacity, that was somewhat missing. The confidence was missing. Then we realized that one of the major cause was toilet. At that point of time we thought that now we should work towards toilet construction. The last 2 years I think we have done around 1 lakh of toilet construction we did. The change is amazing.
Amazing. No, मैं मान लेता हूँ, सैल्यूट है आपको।
श्रद्धा जी ने अभी कहा कि आप बहुत एक्टिव रही हैं। गांव की महिलाओं के साथ आपने हर घर में जल, शौचालय और साफ पानी का प्रबंध किया। ये आप लोगों ने कैसे संभव किया?
शादी होकर गांव में आई तो गांव में पानी की बहुत प्रॉब्लम थी। मतलब पानी बिल्कुल ही नहीं था वहाँ पर। कुआं तो था मगर पानी नहीं था। और रात में भी हमारे लेडीज रात में 2 बजे 3 बजे इस तरीके से पानी भरते थे। वो देख के हमारे दिल में ऐसा ये होता था कि नहीं, हम भी कुछ समाज सेवा करें, कुछ लोगों के लिए करें। कुछ लोगों को हम लोगों ने ऐसा लेडीज लोगों को जमा करके ग्राम पंचायत में ले गए और ग्राम पंचायत में लेटर दिए। आज हमारे बचत गट 29 गट हो गए हैं।
क्या बात है?
ट्रू आत्मनिर्भरता
नहीं, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ, देश की महिला ने ठान लिया ना तो सब कुछ हो जाएगा।
Now we are being joined by the Chief Minister of a state whose rivers,
are a key part of our heritage. Trivendra Singh Rawat, the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. उत्तराखंड की एक बहुत बड़ी विडंबना है, उत्तर भारत को हमारा स्टेट और हमारे स्टेट की नदियां जो हैं पानी पिलाती हैं, लेकिन खुद हमारे स्टेट में पानी की बहुत किल्लत है। ऐसा क्यों है?
उसका कारण ये कि जो हमारी नदियां हैं वो बहुत गहरी घाटियों में हैं। वर्षा जल का हम जितना संचय अपने पर्वतीय जनपदों में कर लेंगे, हमारी उतनी जो पानी की जो सुलभता है और जो हमारी उपलब्धता है वो बढ़ जाएगी। तो हमारा फोकस जल संचय पर है।
Let's just quickly also introduce you and bring to you here on the Mission Pani Waterthon a very special guest. This man left his flourishing business to create a global sanitation movement. Jack Sim, the founder of the World Toilet Organization, joins us live. Now, some of the best practices from around the world. Can you share what is it that we can do?
When you don't pollute the river, that suddenly the river become clean.
Yes.
It's the same. You don't build toilet next to the river. You don't dam the human waste into the river, and then the river will be clean. So it's the other way around. If you don't have proper sanitation, you can't have clean water.
Quickly going across to Narasimhan Ishwar, the Senior Vice President and Managing Director of Reckitt Benckiser. Nachi, I want to ask you, right to dignity, that has a very special place in your heart. Just talk about it.
We opened the doors of the Harpic World Toilet College in Aurangabad in Maharashtra. What we wanted to do with this program was to rehabilitate manual scavengers by enrolling them in a skill building training program and then securing them work in a safer work environment. We've trained over 6,000 manual scavengers and sanitation workers and helped them to secure better livelihood opportunities. During the pandemic, when the pandemic just started, what actually happened was quite a few of the sanitation workers actually lost their livelihood because obviously they couldn't go and work. So the first task that we did was we started supporting, we supported more than 1,250 sanitation workers by providing emergency funds to them so that they would just carry on.
Rajiv Ranjan ji हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं, Director General of National Mission for a Clean Ganga. राजीव जी, ये गंगा का जो फ्लो है वो अलग स्टेट्स में और एक ही स्टेट में भी अलग अलग है, काफी वेरीड है, लोअर हिल्स, बेसिन, ट्रेजेक्ट्री बदलती रहती है. आप इसे कैसे कोऑर्डिनेट कर पा रहे हैं, पॉलिटिकल, इकोनॉमिक, सोशल, इकोलॉजिकल वेरिएशन को?
नमस्कार, धन्यवाद. आपने बड़ा ही मुख्य प्रश्न पूछा है. बिगिनिंग से ही नमामि गंगे में हमने कोशिश की है कि लोगों को जोड़ा जाए, जो कि पिछले प्रोग्रामों से कुछ हद तक अलग है. पिछले प्रोग्रामों में के प्रोजेक्ट्स बनते थे, प्रोजेक्ट चलाने की व्यवस्था नहीं होती थी, तो जहां हमने उसको 15 साल तक की व्यवस्था की है, हम अर्बन प्लानिंग में भी जोड़ रहे हैं और तरह तरह के स्टेक होल्डर के साथ हम जोड़ रहे हैं. और मुख्य तौर पे जैसे आप बताते हैं, आस्था की तो बात है हमारी, लेकिन कई बार आस्था के होने के बाद भी हम अपना कर्तव्य और अपने दायित्व का निर्वाह नहीं करते हैं. नदी के किनारे जाते हैं, वहां अपने घर का या पुरानी मूर्ति, टूटे फूटे चीज, पुराने कपड़े, ये सब परिपाटी हो गई है. और मैं आपको बताऊं, बहुत पुराने जो हमारे पुराण है, ब्रह्म पुराण है, उसमें कहा गया था कि गंगा के जल में आप इन चीजों को न छोड़ें, किंतु बीच में हमारी ऐसी कुछ एक धारणा हो गई कि इन चीजों को हम छोड़ जाते हैं.
Now let's call on 21-year-old Gravita Gulati. She is joining us.
We created the Y-Waste app, which allows you to calculate your water footprint. For example, the clothes that we wear. A pair of jeans takes 2,000 liters of water to manufacture. A car takes 30,000 liters of water to manufacture. So we also take into account all of those things that you are doing on a daily basis or consuming, and we calculate your water footprint. So an average person has about 600 liters of consumption on a daily basis.
Quickly, let's also invite another special guest on the Waterthon. We have Elsie Gabriel joining us, the National Coordinator, Oceans.
Just talk to us a little bit about your work.
Cleaning the oceans and being all over the world, I have now decided, and the team has decided, that we retrack our steps and now tackle the source of plastic pollution, which is the nalas, which is the sewage system. We need to install silt traps, we need to install sieves, and we need to contain that through nets where this stops. Because, plastic pollution that we see with our naked eye, just very obvious, that's not it. It is the microplastics which are absolutely not visible to the naked eye. I mean, even as a diver, I don't see it. So mind you, the food that you eat on your plate, the fish that you eat on your plate, you never know you're consuming the plastic.
Let me go across to Mini Mathur, who is joining us. Meera Kapoor is joining us as well. Mini and Meera, thank you very, very much for being with us. Meera, if I put that question to you, because you're a young mother, you have very little children. उन्हें समझ भी आता है when you say कि नल बंद करो या brush कर रहे हो तो नल बंद करो, इतना पानी क्यों waste कर रहे हो? They're too young. What do you tell them?
Like you're saying, do they even understand if we tell them to switch off the tap if they're brushing their teeth? Probably they will tell us if they watch us, if we've left it on for too long, because they're watching everything. So, you know, implementing things like the water curriculum or teaching them things like rainwater harvesting or, you know, switching off the tap, emptying out their bottles into the plants, that's something that really, really helps to make them feel like they're water heroes, and they do understand. They definitely do.
Thank you, Meera. Hi, Mini. This is Mandira here. As mothers, what can all of us set as certain, definite practices for our children so that saving water becomes a part of, our lives, the way they live?
I just feel that now, because of the curriculums that they already study in school, they are the ones who are also as aware as I am, about how important it is to conserve water. And as a parent, to just keep reminding them of the fact that they're used to looking at water as a limited resource is really, really important. And little things that we do at home, and I can't stop talking about it, which basically emphasize that this is not something that's going to come to us forever, and we must prep our children for a life where they will not have so much water to deal with and how to live their lives with that. That is the most important thing.
Kusha, hi, it's good to see you. Thank you very much for being part of Mission Pani and for joining us this evening. Here's something I want to ask you. Is there enough conversation on social media as far as water is concerned and water scarcity is concerned? It seems that all social media is concerned about is the frivolous stuff. I hope I'm not sounding snobby here. I don't mean to.
No, you're absolutely not sounding snobby. There isn't enough conversation, and I feel extremely sad to inform you that I haven't done enough that I should have done, and probably raised this conversation and raised this dialogue way before than doing it today while I'm talking to you. So I definitely think that social media is a very powerful tool. When the pandemic started, everybody started talking about how to wash your hands. There was a whole curriculum around sanitization. There was a whole thing about this. These are the processes you should follow. I feel now that we are in the process where we are recovering from it, now it's time to talk about these things, and now it's time to have a curriculum around water. Maybe drain it in schools, drill it into people's minds, and if people who have any kind of stake in the online conversation, they should talk about a certain water curriculum. For example, when I was in pandemic, when I was washing my own dishes, there were so many people who told me that, use the RO water, the filter water that comes, use that to water your plants, use that to wash your dishes. There are a lot of people doing a lot, but there is not enough conversation around it for sure. I would like to use my social media platform to crowdsource ideas from people, because in the pandemic, I was like, what is even happening? So I would like to use my social media to ask people for how what do they do to save water, and I would love to share them.
It's been a very, very engaging and a very encouraging conversation with people and like you. अब देश के रक्षा मंत्री राजनाथ सिंह ने भी नेटवर्क 18 के मिशन पानी को बधाई दी है। उन्होंने कहा है कि पानी को किसी भी देश की सुरक्षा आत्मनिर्भरता के साथ जोड़कर देखा जा सकता है, इसलिए पानी किसी भी देश की ताकत का प्रतीक है।
सबसे पहले तो मैं नेटवर्क के 3 ग्रुप को बधाई देता हूं कि उन्होंने मिशन पानी जैसे जागरूकता अभियान को प्रारंभ करने का फैसला किया है। जैसा कि हम जानते हैं कि धरती पर पानी की उपलब्धता सीमित है। देश के जल संसाधन को जहां जिंदगी से जोड़कर देखा जाता है, वहीं उसे देश की सुरक्षा और आत्मनिर्भरता के साथ भी जोड़कर देखा जाता है। भारत के हर नागरिक तक पीने का साफ पानी उपलब्ध हो, इसके लिए हमारे प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जल जीवन मिशन कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत की है, और इसके अंतर्गत हम 2024 तक हर घर में नल और हर नल में जल की सुविधा पहुंचाने का संकल्प
Now it's time for some fun. I'm sending you back to school, and now you're going to meet a class topper. She's 14-year-old Meghali Malvika, also known as India's Google girl.
How do you save water?
Like everyday activities, like me and my brother. So not just like taking short showers, but also like closing the tap while we brush. And my mom, she always washes the vegetables and fruits like in a bowl or a container and not with the running tap. Other than that, on a broader sense, honestly speaking, me and my family, we like plant around 100 trees a year. And we also have a kitchen garden, and so my father and me and my mother and my brother also, we always water the plants in the morning. Because if it's in the afternoon, then like most of the water evaporates. But if it's in the morning, then because of the cool temperature, it goes directly to the roots.
You are really, really wonderful. Thank you so much. And may you continue to grow smarter and grow from strength to strength. Next, we have a really special guest. He's the man who single-handedly made mythology cool again. His books have more twists and turns than the Game of Thrones. And he's made a generation sit up and read about our heritage once again. Please welcome best-selling author Amish Tripathi. Now, water is a recurrent theme in all our mythological accounts. Have you ever come across anything related to water scarcity in mythology?
Our ancestors realized our way of life was dependent completely on how we managed water. India is in some ways a blessed geography. Many geographies are lucky if they have one major river system, like Egypt is the gift of the Nile, for example. Or Mesopotamian civilization was the gift of Tigris and Euphrates.
Yeah.
Some lucky nations have maybe 2 or 3 major river systems, like China. India had 7, okay, throughout history, and most of them really massive, major river systems.
Amish, just stay on with us. We're also going to have Ms. Nainal Kidwai, who's the chair of the India Sanitation Coalition, joining us. Naina ji, thank you so much.
Success stories need to be spoken about. Choti ho, bari ho, you need to speak about them. Is there one success story that you would want to speak to our viewers about?
Where in Jharkhand, through this whole getting the country to open defecation free status, it took a woman SBM director, that is the Swachh Bharat Mission director in Jharkhand, to recognize that the toilet building was not happening at the level it should. And she started this movement of Rani Mistries. So the women were trained to build toilets, they were trained to be masons, and lo and behold, lakhs of women, I think it was 15 lakh toilets that got built through the efforts of these Rani Mistries in Jharkhand. So the sense of community that women can bring, this urgency with which we have to bring change, women can be very central to this force as we go ahead. And I'm delighted to see so many women as change agents here.
Please welcome Gul Panak.
आप पंजाब की वुमेन के सैनिटेशन राइट्स को लेकर काफ़ी अवेयर और एक्टिव रहती हैं. वहाँ ग्राउंड सिचुएशन के बारे में हमें कुछ बताएं.
आई थिंक प्रधानमंत्री जी के जो उन्होंने मिशन शुरू किया था, रूरल सैनिटेशन मिशन, जिसके तहत गाँव में टॉयलेट्स बनाए गए थे, उससे बहुत एक्सेस मिला है महिलाओं को टॉयलेट्स का. जो ओपन डेफिकेशन का मुद्दा जिस तरीके से डील किया गया है, ना सिर्फ पंजाब में लेकिन पूरे भारतवर्ष में प्रधानमंत्री जी के इस अभियान की वजह से, उससे मैं मानती हूँ बहुत हद तक महिलाओं को फायदा मिला है.
I am now being joined by Sulochana Kakodia, Inspire Awardee. She's been recognized at the national level for her innovation in the sanitation space.
स्कूल में सफाई कर्मचारियों को टॉयलेट की सफाई हाथों से करते हुए देखती थी, जिससे कि उनको टॉयलेट की सफाई करने में बहुत ज़्यादा तकलीफ जाती थी. तो मैंने सोचा कि अभी तक ऐसा कोई उपकरण नहीं निकला है जिससे कि शौचालय की सफाई बिना हाथों से हुए, इसलिए मैंने सोचा कि कुछ बनाया जाए. तो मैंने उनको तकलीफ ना हो इसलिए फुली ऑटोमेटिक टॉयलेट क्लीनिंग मशीन बनाया.
ये अवार्ड आपके लिए है. बहुत बढ़िया काम कर रही हैं आप, करते रहिएगा.
थैंक यू मैम.
ये आप तक पहुंच जाएगा.
Himanshu Kulkarni, he is the head of Aquadum, and retired Colonel S.G. Dalvi, he is the national coordinator at the Climate Reality Project. How far are we from the place where less water intensive farming could become the new normal?
The answer lies on understanding groundwater resources, understanding our aquifers,
and also mitigating impacts, whether it's through farming, whether it's through urban water use, or whether it's more efficient and equitable use of groundwater.
So from securing the nation to securing the environment, tell us about your own journey. Take us through your journey so far.
I always say that doing this rooftop rainwater harvesting or any other rainwater system, you can definitely get rid of your own problems, raise the groundwater table, and also help reduce the carbon dioxide in minuscule way, but you are going to help that.
Now we now have a musical treat for all of you, all the way from Nagaland. Please put your hands together for the Tetseo sisters.
Take a moment, think it through. Promise to save Water Earth. We don't have a choice. Running short everywhere. This is our only hope. Save nature, save our planet.